Oh, Doc Ock, will they ever know that you are such a nice man deep down inside?
And will they ever know that you are a nice lady deep down inside?
Oh, oh, Dr. Octavius, no, we mustn't. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, oh, God! Why am I buying Hasbro stuff? It's getting crazy expensive, and it's not like they're giving us accessories, and of course, shitty, windowless packaging. So let's hope we got the right figures inside and no one messed with them at the factory. But look, I had to do it, you guys. Spider-Man's my favorite, superhero of all time. And we got this goodness right here, and we finally got bendy wires and all this good stuff, and Aunt May looking so nice, Doc Ock just right out of the show. This is great. You care about toys, so let's just get into the toys, okay? We're just gonna get right into this now. Taking a closer look now at the packaging, you guys, we can see Marvel Comics up here in the top left, the beautiful Spider-Man animated series logo, ages 4 and up, people. Do me a favor, don't put it in your holes. You will die. Don't put stuff in your mouth. Unless it's like naughty stuff. Because sometimes naughty stuff can be good. Beautiful artwork here of Doc Ock chasing Aunt May. Doc Ock and Aunt May. Warnings, don't put it in your holes, you'll die. Plastic-free packaging can go fuck itself because I want to see my toy in the box, and a lot of my friends are in-box collectors, so this kind of screws them over because, oh yeah, I got a cool box on my shelf. Can't see what's inside it. Well, if you go over to the back, you can. That's what's inside it, but, like, that's no fun. I want to see the toy. But since we got the back of the box, here we go. Marvel Comics, Spider-Man logo, Marvel logo, product shot there of Doc Ock, product shot of Aunt May, Doc Ock and Aunt May. All this legality stuff that we don't care about. Why is my hand doing this? Bam! Right on the ass, Aunt May. Well, bam! Do I got an old people fetish? Am I gonna start watching mature porn? Anyways, that's the back of the box, you guys. All this goodness, Hasbro logo, UPC. It's a it's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So if you want it, you can still get it, because it's up there. Now this is pretty sick. Side of the box, we have that VHS style packaging right here. Doc Ock, Aunt May, MVL instead of VHS. Legends. Pretty sweet and nifty. Doc Ock, Aunt May, right there on the side. A little bit of a close-up of that. Pretty sweet. Marvel Legends, Doc Ock, Aunt May, and the 1 and 2. Pretty cool. Other side of the box, all that great goodness there. Top of the box, bottom of the box, stuff we don't care about. I really wish they'd start showing who made these. Give the people credit who made these figures possible. I mean, I would rather much read this than all that garbage, At least here it tells me who was in charge of what, and they made it possible. It's kind of cool. Well, that's going to do it for the packaging, you guys. Let's go ahead and get the figures out of the box. Spider-Man, give Aunt May a pressed ham. That's his butt. It looks nice. Order me shrimp fried rice. Here's my tentacles for Doc Ock. What's inside? Here we go. Pull it out, but not during sex. 'Cause I want to get her pregnant and have a spawn of me. Oh my, what shitty packaging. I am not a fan of this packaging, but I have a new doll. Her name is Aunt May. Throw that over there. Let's get her out of her sleeve. Oh my god, what's up her dress? Any panties? We'll get a closer look with a light in a minute. But let's look at Doc Ock now. Come on, give me Doc Ock now. There is Doc Ock! So, everything's out of the packaging, obviously. We got the tentacles over here, the extra hands and whatnot. We'll get into the accessories in a second. I gotta talk about these dudes for a little bit here. So, they are gummy as hell. The plastic on them feels extremely cheap. So, what, 65 bucks when everything's said and done for 2 figures? I mean, you get a Turtle 2-pack, you're spending 65 bucks, 60 bucks, I don't even know anymore. But, like, for this being Hasbro, with what little you get for both figures, we know why they did it this way, okay? It's a cool 2-pack. I mean, the packaging, the artwork is at least nice. I hate this style packaging, but I get what they're going with the VHS packaging. Pull on my nostalgia bits a little bit, you know? Fondle them. Cup my nostalgia balls, if you will. That's all great. But the figures themselves, they look fantastic. The look is there, but the feel of them is not. It just, they feel very gummy and very cheap plastic, you know? And honestly, let's just say it. Like, would you buy Aunt May? Would you buy, I'm being dead serious. Like, yeah, I'd buy Aunt May for $10 on her own on clearance. They did this because they knew everyone wanted Doc Ock, and they threw an Aunt May to jack up that price. It's a great figure to have. We don't have an Aunt May like this, all right? It's awesome or whatever, but very, very gummy legs. I mean, you can't really do much with her. Focus, for one, that'd be good. But yeah, you can't do much with her. I mean, the arms move great, but the legs are horrible. They are so horrible. We do get some thigh action there, but it's just, it's a dull character. It's for, you know, like I said, $10 I'd buy it. And, of course, she's hard as hell to stand. I mean, it's a pain in the ass to get her to stand. Good luck with that. Bending the knees, you guys, like, they bend, but you see what I mean? It's scary. And it is a double-jointed knee. I don't know why you would need it, because the dress is going to hinder everything. I mean, obviously, we're not going to get Spidey poses with Aunt May. I like the Aunt May figure. I wish they would have thrown something else in here or made her a single character for $20. I would have paid $20. $10 is what she's worth, I'll tell you that right now. She comes with 2-fisted hands. I mean, she's not getting into any fights or anything. I guess if you want her banging on Doc Ock's head as he's carrying her away, then yay? But great accessories, Hasbro. Well done. This is what we got. 2 fisted hands for Doc Ock. And it's okay. We wanted to punch Spidey, but, like, that's it. That's all we got. And then, I guess I'll show you, all the tentacles are the same, really. But there are open ones and closed ones. No articulation here, which would have been cool if these were articulated. You know, but the bendy wire is a big, big plus, people. We like that. I mean, you can get it to go in a lot of crazy ways, so when we get to the posing segment, it should be a lot of fun. Pulling them closer to the camera, it's the animated Doc Ock. But here's the problem. Like I was saying, I had to heat this up because these... Look at that. You see how that's all gummy and it just wants to pop off the hinge? And it does so easily. But this does not want to go up. And there is a hinge in there. And it can rotate back and forward a little bit. Now we're going to have some hindrance due to the shoulder guard here. Let's go ahead and put that back on if we can. May have to heat it up again. There we go, that's on there. Sorry, I thought I was going to break his neck joint off. But look at this. I mean, we can go back, and you see how that just wants to come out? Again, the gumminess. Urgh, you're scared of the claw. You're scared of the claw. But it just... It won't go up like it's supposed. There we go, we got it now. But it's like you have to push in to make sure the arm doesn't come off, and then push up really hard, and it's stupid. It's so stupid. And the same thing's going on this side. You see what I mean? You want to move that? Nope, because that is going to pull and wear and tear on the peg right there, and I don't like that, and it just feels cheap. We got it to move there, back in, out, in. So put pressure and push up is the best thing. So pressure going up into the joint, up on the bicep, and then turn it to how you want it. Then we can get some articulation and movement there. That's the biggest gripe I have with this guy. And then, of course, we got a ball hinge here at the waist, back that far, forward, head, side to side, attitude, rotate all the way around. Neck is on a ball joint and it moves, so it's like ball joint, I guess. Can look up that far, down that far, but it looks a little funny. He already looks a little funny with that haircut. Legs can go out, in. Thigh cuts are great. Double jointed knees. Got that ball system going on, which is nice. And I'm glad NECA does that now. Hinge foot. Can go very far back. You got the pivot, all that stuff. No boot cut that I'm aware of. I've been too big of a pussy to move it because, again, look how gummy this is. Look at how loose that is already. I don't like that. at all. So it does the articulation that you want it to do. Let's go ahead and get these guys in there. And they just plug in like this. If you don't know how to do that, I mean, we'll have the scene from Tommy Boy tell you.
Take the little end and stick it in the big end, and you know what? If you guys don't know how to use a seatbelt, just ring your call button and Tommy will come back there and hit you on the head with a tack hammer because you're a retard.
There we go, that plugs in. I mean, these are going to be all over the place because they are really long. I don't know how we're going to do the posing segment in here. We might have to go out to the movie room. But since this is a VHS packaging, and we all know that here on Moscatobot Collects, we love VHS, well, it'll be fun to go in there and play. So, yay. Let's go ahead and do a pattern, kind of... Oh, shit, thought I broke it. There we go. Pegs in nice. Then we'll put the closed one on top on this one. If I can stop hitting the camera, that would be great. There we go. Pegs in nice. I mean, that's great. That pegs in very nicely. And we'll just go ahead and kind of get these crazy old Maurice. I mean, tell me that doesn't look cool. So many poses we can do with the stock Ock. I mean, it's going to be endless. Now, is he very top heavy? Oh yeah, he is a heavy boy. So finding that right balance, Daniel-san, is gonna... You know, all things need balance, as Miyagi said, but there we go. You're gonna fall? There it is! Bam! Falling all over the place. So finding the right footing and the right spot and everything, like, that looks badass. That looks so cool. But I don't know... Let's move that up just a little bit. Sorry, you guys, I'm not a professional here. I come here to play with my dolls, and I hope you guys like what I do. What I want this channel to be is us hanging out playing with toys. I don't want it to be a regular review thing, because that gets boring. We're playing with toys here, people. But I do want to show off the figure as well and teach you a little something here. So, yeah. It's cool. I love it. This is the Doc Ock I wanted. It's the plastic is flimsy, and he's very, you know, top heavy. But finding the sweet spot, ooh boy. That's a very nice Doc Ock, if you ask me. A few more gripes with these tentacles. As cool as they look, they're flimsy as hell. I mean, they really are. And then they're going to take up a bunch of shelf space. Kind of like that gargoyle situation from NECA Toys. So, putting him on your shelf, posing him right with a Spider-Man figure, getting him in a fight pose, and throwing him up on the shelf, or with the Sinister Six and whatnot. I mean, this is going to look very cool, and it's going to be a great conversation piece. So... Alright, I guess we've gone over the packaging and the accessories. I mean, do you guys... I mean, look. Don't we all know what to do, right? I mean, I shouldn't have to do this every time, but look, there's the peg, there's the hole, jam it in, it's on a hinge, rotates 360 all the way around, double jointed elbows, all that boring stuff. Let's just get to the showcase already. So all in all, collectors, the figures, I gotta say figures because Aunt May. The figures are cool, and I do like having an Aunt May figure. I really do. However, let's get right into the gripes. Super gummy plastic. I do not like that. The knees, Doc Ock's arms, Aunt May's knees, no bueno. No bueno. Just really gummy, and it feels cheap. Almost Super 7E cheap, you know, which I know Super 7 ain't cheap, but their figures are. I love it. It's kind of giving me like those Mezco Batman feelings, you know, to where it looks amazing. Playing with it, is a little rough, but a shelf piece and having an Aunt May figure and the animated version of Doc Ock is awesome. Posing Doc Ock with an action figure is extremely hard to do because it's so top heavy with those tentacles. I wish we almost had ratchet tentacles, something like NECA did with the NECA gargoyles, because this is just too flimsy and too top heavy, and it's gonna fall over, you know? I'm actually using a DC stand. They should have been nice and threw in some stands in here too. I mean, especially for the like $60 price point. But it's gonna fall, you're gonna have problems, you're gonna get frustrated. Eventually, it'll be top heavy. When heat changes, temperature changes in the room, this guy's gonna be knocking down some figures. Just so you guys know, be prepared, it's gonna happen. I don't know what we could do to, you know, fix this. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy who plays with his toys and puts them up on the shelf. Gummy joints, those shoulders on Doc Ock are just, well, those joints on the biceps on Doc Ock are just a pain in the ass to move around with. It feels so cheap. Aunt May is Aunt May. Here's another gripe. Accessories. I get it, we get the fisty hands. I don't know why we really got it for Aunt May, again, unless she wants to be hitting Doc Ock while she's getting carried away. That's all cool. But look at the packaging. You see how Aunt May here looks all frightened and scared? And you look at her main head sculpt here, she looks like she's smiling, or she's just like holding, like, you know, she's constipated, holding a turd in, prairie dog in it. I don't know what's going on here, you know? And same thing with Dr. Octavius. Why do we not have that angry sculpt? Why do we not have that scared sculpt for Aunt May? These two head sculpts on the packaging should have been in here too, especially for the price point. This is my biggest problem with Hasbro right now. You're lacking on accessories. You got us with the bendy wires on this one, but you are still lacking. So, in conclusion, am I happy I bought this? Absolutely. I wanted a new Doc Ock. I wanted to represent the animated series, and I have that now, and it looks phenomenal. This is probably how I'm going to have them up on the shelf, and I think it's time to open up this guy right here, because, yeah, it's I got a stack of figures here. It's time. So, anyways, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and give this 3.5 Moheads out of 5. Joint issues, gummy issues, top heavy, tentacles are slippy slidey, especially with a figure in there. No extra head sculpts for these two. That it's just a lot of gripes, but I love it at the same time. That's the best I can give you guys. So, thank you all so much for watching. Till all our one Moscato Bots, you all stay classy, and I will see you all in the next one. Moscato Bots, roll out.
Have some more videos. I made them extra slappies for you. I know how you kids like them sloppy.
Lady, you're scaring us.